Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my no contacts, low communication. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's going on in this connection, where are we headed, any guidance they have for you, any messages of the person you may be thinking of. I do have some charms and some initials, so we'll use those as well for some clues. Let's get started. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Fully channeled message. I'm going to call in my guides now. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to hear? What is it that you need us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. I have denial, refusing to see the truth. Boy, that's hard. The person who you have told over and over again, this is to change, or I'm not doing this anymore, and they just can't get it in their head that is what has to happen. So maybe we're struggling with, I feel like I'm swimming upstream in some way. I have the outsider, outside influences. I'm going to go back to refusal to see the truth or refusal to tell the truth. Boy, I mean, if there's an outsider, if there was interference, if there was, who is this outsider? That it was almost a feeling that chased you away. It was a feeling of, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna allow this, and it's not gonna be in my life. And they refuse. It's almost like they're refusing to see like the consequences of their action or something like that. I have unfulfilled, serious inadequacies. Somebody has really dropped the ball, and they are either they're saying backpedaling. I like backpedaling. They're backpedaling now. Okay, like they really dropped the ball, and now they're trying to figure this out. Like, how do I fix this? Passion. I really want you. Do people really make some stupid mistakes? Yes. And then they realize that you're the one I want, or what the heck did I do? And you'd like to think that they put some thought into it. You'd like to think, well, you didn't think before about me. Now all of a sudden you're passionate about me. So people don't think. Sometimes they don't think. I mean, just let's put it in its place. So maybe your person just didn't think, and now they're realizing, like, what the heck did I do to my life? Intuition. What is your intuition telling you? That's always a good starting point. Okay, because your intuition is our internal guide. It's this feeling of, you'll always know, Spirit saying, if this person is meant to be in your life, or it's time for you to move on. And it's a sense of, if your intuition is saying, I'm not done with this connection, then you're not done with this connection. And you're probably right. So let's keep going. I want you. My intuition is telling me something. My pride. I deserve an apology. I feel like apologies are on top of the, let's start with step one, apologize. I need to hear it. I need to hear the apology. So that, I feel like, is step one. I have the boot, 1 foot in. They owe you something, Spirit saying. They owe you an explanation. They owe you an apology. They owe you They just owe you. Is how it's coming into me. Let's see what your cards are saying. They owe you loyalty. Bottom of my deck. They owe you loyalty. So how do I get this? You know, how do I get back to this? Take a deep breath. Let's see what the cards are saying. You know, there's always this feeling of, I know in my gut that we're not done yet. And I am feeling that today. I feel that your intuition is already giving you the answers that you're seeking. So let's see what they're saying. I have a 9 of Wands. I have an Ace of Cups. I have a King of Wands. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. The 9 of Wands is I don't want to give up. It's coming into me as I don't want to give up on this love, because they know you do love them. And they can't say that about a lot of people. So they don't want to lose someone who loves them for them. They don't want to lose somebody who is, I guess you have a good kind of, your feet are still planted pretty firmly on the ground. And maybe their life is starting to spiral out of control a little bit with all these mixed feelings and this push-pull energy and even the no contact, of course. So you could be the one that, believe it or not, is more stable out of the two of you right now. And they know that. But there's a part of them that says, there's not that many people in this life that truly love me unconditionally. And they know that you are one of them. And I feel like that is the first step in kind of them realizing what they're walking away from, or what they could potentially lose forever. I have a Judgment. I have a 5 of Pentacles. I have a 4 of Cups. They are struggling with that. They don't think that they can ever win you back. They're struggling with that. Even if they do apologize, even if they do, like, you're always going to question them. You're always going to second guess them. You'll always doubt them, always judge them. So there's a part of me that's saying, how do I get over this? The 6 of Cups is hopeful, though, because I feel like I'm working on just remembering the good times. And I'm trying to think about that as often as I can. I have a King of Pentacles. You do deserve to be more secure. Maybe that they know that I haven't been doing the right things. Moving into your future, definitely. 3 of Wands, King of Pentacles. I deserve to be with somebody who is going to make me feel secure, whether it's emotionally secure or even financially secure, for sure. But they're saying it's not fair to you. It wasn't fair to you. And that's the hurt. The hurt might not even be that they were with somebody else. The hurt is that they lied to you, and you can't get over the lie. You might be able to get over they slept with somebody else, but you can't get over the fact that they kept looking at you and telling you they were somewhere else, or they're texting somebody and every time they were texting somebody else. So the lie is it's the lies that hurt, right? That's what I'm having a hard time getting over. I just, how dare you? Let's get some initials. Maybe you'll get your first initials, last initials, your person's spelling. Let's see what they have. I have an I. I have an M. I have an R. An E. A Y. E. Y. An O. K. U. D, F. I have an L, Q, Z, O. I have an R, an F, and a C. Okay, so lots of letters. And we'll see if maybe some of those you connect to. Let's get into some feelings. Let's see what else I'm feeling intuitively. I miss the passion. I miss you. I feel like I miss my best friend. And that's really what happens. I miss my friend. I miss my lover, of course, but I miss the person I talk to. I miss the person who's in my life. We are working together in unison on healing our wounds. Good. So even if we're not together, maybe our souls are talking and they're saying, hey, we can do this. We can heal. Let's be cheerleaders for each other. So especially twin flames, those souls will continue to connect telepathically and psychically. My world has started crumbling down since you left. I did feel the crumbling a minute ago, that you're on steadier ground, or you took the high road and somehow their life is a little bit spinning out of control. Your presence in my life brought me so much happiness, and I blew it. I have been happy with you. I have loved you. There's that darkness within me, and I need to overcome to be ready. So I feel like they're using that as an excuse, that there's times in their lives that they go into almost a depression energy, like ups and downs, and they use it as an excuse from old wounds, but I feel like they wallow in it. They just kind of get into that, whether it's I'm drinking too much right now and that brings me down. I'm escaping. I'm trying to escape. I'm numbing. I'm trying to numb myself. There's this numbing energy, numbing with alcohol, numbing with drugs, escaping. So maybe you get sick of that, a little bit of that, What are you escaping from? Are you escaping from me? I got scared of my own feelings because they were too intense. I know people have a hard time understanding that, but people who are so used to being disconnected, that they were abandoned as a child, they've never been really close, they can't really rely on anybody, they've been kind of taking care of themselves since they were a kid. You don't understand that if you didn't grow up that way. And these people who have somebody who comes into their life who all of a sudden care about them, they're not used to it. They're not used to somebody loving them, believe it or not. Instead of saying, I love this, this is great, I'm thankful, it's foreign to them. But they actually have to get used to the idea that somebody can love them unconditionally, and it's okay to be loved. I will always love you no matter what happens between us. I do believe that. You and I are one regardless of our circumstances. I feel like I want to say, trust me, that we're still one, that there's something going on in this connection that will bring you guys back together again. And either some kind of common interest, or there's always going to, if you had a child together, like there's always a common tie between us. So we'll always have that. But I feel like there's a bigger reason. Yeah, I've been feeling in the dark without you in my life. So they could be turning to alcohol, drugs, numbing themselves. I would definitely say that. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to give you the love that you desired. They're not used to. I think that this person is struggling with I have a hard time believing somebody could love me unconditionally. And you do. But they just can't either accept it or they can't trust it. Grateful, successful. It's your time to shine. Put your heart into something else. I also feel this feeling of I'm proud of you. Maybe something has happened while you have been in separation and they want to tell you that I'm proud of you. You graduated, you got a promotion, you got the job you wanted. So I feel like they want to say that I'm really proud of you, and I haven't had the opportunity because we're not talking right now. So how did the job interview go? You know, what happened at work? You know, so I feel like they just feel like they're missing all those kind of day-to-day things. Realignment, shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. I like the kind of I'm holding you energy in this card. There's almost this kind of natural I'm holding you close energy. And yes, we can realign. We're not in alignment right now, but we can realign. That's up to us. Realigning to make it work, and realigning to find each other again is how it came into me. Like, we've got to find each other again. We've lost each other. Twin flame, a spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. So they're definitely confirming it's a twin flame. Self-limiting beliefs. Negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. I don't believe in blocks, but I do believe in I'm not dealing with this right now, or I need to put this on hold right now, but you're still moving forward. You still have energy around you. You have the potential to pick that back up again and move on again. I believe more in action and moving our energy. I don't believe that spirit takes something away from us. I believe that we always have the power to move that energy. So as far as the realignment, I think that it would be, you know, actions taken, whether it's they step forward and apologize, whether we come to an understanding that we need to talk, whether it's we come to a kind of truce that we're not going to keep bringing up the past. We need to move on from it if we're going to be together. So we have to take an action. I have a celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. So is there a celebration coming? Is there? It's going to be hard work. Knowledge is gained through experiences and from a wise counselor. But, you know, listen to your spirit guides. Listen to people who you trust. You know, they're saying, trust your intuition. Give yourself space. Give yourself time. Allow your feelings to feel. You know, there's a lot. Beautiful. Look at this. Okay, so I have communication. Receive and express the truth. And moving on, ending that brings healthy new beginnings. So it is a sense of, I mean, this looks like a commitment. It looks like a commitment. It looks like time to celebrate, you know, and maybe the ending isn't necessarily this connection, but what we're both holding on to. We're both holding on to the interference. We're both holding on to the lies that hurt me. We're both holding on to what happened as opposed to where we're headed. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see. You know, people go through a lot, don't they? There's a lot of struggles. It's not easy, but people also do a lot of healing, a lot of reconnecting, a lot of moving on to other things, if that's what's meant to be too. All right, I'm going to get a scoop, and there's lots of fun stuff in this bowl. So let me see. I've got some letters, some additional letters, a lot of letters. I have a V. I have an L. I have another V. I have some signs. I have a Cancer. I have a Taurus energy. I have a family's love is forever. That came into me as your family to me. You could be the closest thing that they have to family. Maybe they've disconnected from a lot of their family members. Maybe you really are the closest thing in their life, or you're the most constant, you're the most consistent thing and have been for a long time. They rely on you, is what Spirit's saying, and you trusted them. So there's a sense of, you're my family. You're my family. Yeah, you're my lover, you're my best friend, but I feel like this person doesn't have a lot of people that they're very close to. I have a Sagittarius. I have an I love you. Can you not be with somebody and still be in love with them? Yes. We all know that. So just because you're not with them today doesn't mean they're not thinking about you. Doesn't mean that they've stopped loving you. I have a star. And I have a baby carriage. So maybe some of you have wished that we would have a family one day. Maybe this is the person. Here's a little boy. A little boy. Maybe some of you have a child with this person. Maybe some of you, you guys talked about a family one day, and that was really important to both of you. So maybe Spirit's saying that dream hasn't ended. It's just not here today. I have a trombone, I think. Trumpet, maybe? Trumpet. And it's, I feel like it's an announcement. I feel like it's I don't know, somebody plays the trumpet and everybody kind of looks over at it. Some kind of announcement. I have a flip-flop, and I have a kind of beachy drink. I'm going to put these two together because it could be summertime. Meet me for a drink and let's talk energy. I feel like summertime with those drinks. It's kind of like a pina colada or something like that. Meet me for a drink and let's talk. That's how I feel. I feel like it, and I feel summertime energy. So that's good. That means that some of you could have somebody that's basically going to set up a date. You know, let's go to the restaurant, you know, that's on the water, and have a drink and talk, or our favorite restaurant, or it's a bar that's outside. Like, I kind of feel like it's kind of casual. Could be an outside bar, like a tiki bar, or it's lit up at night, or something like that maybe we've always gone to. So but it definitely felt like meet me for a drink. Let's talk. Okay. So I'll take let's talk. Let's see what else they have to say. Spirit, what else do you need us to know about this connection? Do you have any feelings for us? Do you have some messages for us? Let me go back here to these guys. I feel drawn to this deck. Okay. Spirit, what do you want us to know? I lack courage to come back. It's more of it's not that they can't talk to you. It's more that they don't want you to judge them, because it's the dog with the tail between the legs. It's I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of my behavior, or Are you ever going to be able to look at me the same way? Are you ever going to be able to look at me that you're, you think I'm sexy or hot, or I'm your person, or, like, did I lose that? So that's what they're afraid of. They're just afraid of the judging. I'm so proud of who you have become. There's definitely a sense of, I'm proud of what you've been working on or doing in this absence. So whatever you've achieved, they're happy. I struggle to show you how much I truly care. I feel like they see you as family. I do. I see that they see you as, you are probably the only person that's ever loved them the way that, at this level, and they're not used to it. And that might have scared them in some way. So they tried to self-sabotage it. They're trying to numb their feelings somehow. I can't stop thinking about what we had. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. That's really hopeful, isn't it? We both still need more time to heal and grow. If we're not quite ready, but your intuition is telling you, your gut is telling you it's not over. I do want you to listen to that today. Sometimes I feel you deserve so much better than me. I'm sorry I hurt you. You didn't deserve it. I've realized so much since we parted ways. I'm realizing what I had. I miss my best friend. I miss the person that I talked to. You are my wish fulfilled, and I want you only. So whoever, whatever, what did they say? Outside, outside influence, right? They said the outsider, the outsider. Yeah, the outsider. I'm sure we have some other names for that person, but I'm not going to say them here because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. I can feel that strong bond we share on a soul level. Let's say that for now, because it is a soul contract. If the contract isn't over, if you are meant to continue the soul contract, you're meant to find each other again, you're meant to be back together again, it will continue. We are going to meet for that drink, and we are going to talk, and we're going to look at each other. The Spirit said, one look in your eye, and I'll know it's not over. I think that's pretty nice. They need to look in your eye. They need to see if they can get you back. And because they're really worried that they can't get you to feel the way that you felt for them, that you'll always kind of judge them or see them differently, or you won't have the same respect for them, something like that, or trust, right? So one look in your eyes, and I'll know it's not over. I'll be able to tell. I'll be able to tell, but I have to see you. I have to look in your eyes. I got to hear your voice. I got to hold you again. And then I'll know whether it's over or not. So, they're saying the space between us is, I almost feel like I almost feel like I can feel it. I know it's invisible space, but I almost feel like I can, like a big black cloud or mud or something. Like I almost feel like I can feel that void. And I'm struggling with that. I want to see you again, Spirit just said. You've got somebody who's thinking about you for today. And we're going to ask Spirit to guide this because it's out of our control. It's in Spirit's hands. And if it's meant to be, of course it will be. So we are going to ask Spirit to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Claim it, own it, it's yours. Comment below, it's a safe space. Share your story. Sometimes if you get it out, it helps. A little bit of venting, it helps. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com and check out my main channel and my pick a card channel. I'll put those links in the description below and in the comments. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your reading and your messages, and we will see you again real soon.